zero promises and enjoys widespread support among the people of Osun State. Lagos State chapter of the All Progressive Congress (APC) has cleared 432 chairmanship aspirants to contest in the party's primary elections scheduled for May 10, 2025, ahead of the July 12 local government polls. The cleared aspirants emerged following a week-long screening exercise held at the party's state secretariat at Acme Road, Oba, between April 29th and May 3rd. A total of 470 aspirants were screened, out of which 38 were either qualified or voluntarily withdrew from the race. Among those who stepped down was Abdul Ganiyu Obasa, son of Lagos State House of Assembly Speaker Mudashiru Obasa, reportedly following the intervention of APC national leader and President Bola Tinubu. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has condemned the action of a group of women loyal to suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara over their walkout on the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, during an empowerment program in Port Harcourt, the state capital. The minister described the incident as a show of shame and an embarrassment to the people of Rivers State. The women, led by some sacked local government vice chairman loyal to Governor Fubara, walked out of the venue after allegedly being sidelined and replaced on the program list by loyalists of Wike. The event, held at the EUI Center in GRA Port Harcourt, was organized under the Renewed Hope initiative and aimed to empower 500 women across the state. Wike, who is currently in China on official engagement, issued a statement through his senior special assistant on public communications and social media, Larry Olayinka. He described the walkout as a direct insult to the offices of the First President and First Lady and offered an unreserved apology to President Bola Tinubu and his wife on behalf of the people of Rivers State. The Federation, AGF, seeking to probe the probe of former NNPCL Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari. The group described the petition as a smear campaign orchestrated by imposters using the name without individuals who claim to represent them. According to the group, a certain Comrade Kabir Matazu led the protest and press briefing at the AGF's office, alleging fraud and irregularities in his tenure. The House of Representatives Committee on Public Petitions has summoned Governors Hyacinth Alia and Dauda Lawal of Benue and Zamfara State, respectively, as well as their respective state assemblies to appear before it on Thursday, May 8. The summon was in connection to rising insecurities in the state, which prompted a civil rights organization, Guardian of Democracy and Rule of Law, to petition the Green Chamber. The summons was contained in a statement issued by the head of media, House Committee Public Petitions, Chuks Oko. President Bola Tinubu has urged Nigerian security agencies to eliminate terrorists and their foreign collaborators to end the prevailing security challenges bedeviling the country. He gave the charge while addressing military and other security personnel at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport, Katsina. Kikelomo Okiri has the details.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is in Katsina State on a two-day working visit, directed the men and women in uniform to eliminate all terrorists and their foreign collaborators who have been terrorizing the northwest and other regions of the country without delay. He explained that Nigeria under his leadership will not bow to the treachery of terrorists and their foreign collaborators, but will work assiduously to eliminate nations' enemies.
You are the shield of Nigeria, the brave sons and daughters who stand between our people and the forces of terror. Every inch of ground you hold, every terrorist you neutralize, and every community you secure is a victory for justice, freedom, and the future of our children.
It says the nefarious activities of bandits and insurgents have gone on for too long in the country and must be tackled by all security agencies to ensure peace and stability of the country.
The fight you are waging here in Katsina and all over the country, it's not just a battle for territory, it is a battle for the soul of Nigeria. Your resilience, your courage in the face of danger inspires the entire nation. Your sacrifices do not go unnoticed.
He added that the federal government will complete the 284-kilometer Kano Jigawa Katsina Marandi rail line in 2026 to promote international trade and.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has urged governors nationwide to prioritize impactful governance that directly benefits their citizens. The president, who stated this during his two-day visit to Katsina State, emphasized that true leadership is measured by visible, positive outcomes in people's lives. Sharon Ajay completes the story. The Director General of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Jide Idris, says the country recorded 832 confirmed cases of Lassa fever and Mpox between January and April. Idris, who said this at the National Health Security Press Briefing in Abuja, noted that the country also recorded 100. Queen Agaba has the details.
Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Jide Idris, reported that Nigeria has recorded over 4,200 suspected Lassa fever cases, with 696 confirmed infections and 132 deaths, resulting in a 19% fatality rate. While cases have dropped in recent weeks, Dr. Idris warned that the risk remains high in some areas.
Nigeria has recorded a steady decline in confirmed Lassa fever cases, from 41 cases down to 10 in the Epi Week 17, that is the week ending 27th of April 2025.
Speaking on Mpox, Dr. Idris says there has been 723 suspected cases and 136 confirmed across 27 states and the FCT, with 3 deaths so far, adding that most cases are in the south and central regions, cutting across students, traders, civil servants, and healthcare workers. Dr. Idris also reported a steady decline in cerebrospinal meningitis cases over the past 3 weeks, citing improved surveillance, vaccination, and treatment efforts.
On Mpox, since the beginning of 2025, Nigeria has continued, unfortunately, to monitor and respond to Mpox outbreaks across the country through coordinated national surveillance efforts. From week 1 to week 16 of 2025, a total of 723 suspected cases of Mpox were reported across 35 states.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When the news returns, poverty rate among rural Nigerians now 75%. Wema Bank. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. The World Bank says the poverty rate among Nigerian rural population has reached an alarming 75.5%, highlighting deepening inequalities and widespread economic hardship across the country. According to the World Bank's latest April 2025 Poverty and Equity Brief for Nigeria, rural dwellers are overwhelmingly bearing the brunt of the economic stagnation, inflation, and structural challenges that have characterized country's growth trajectory in recent years. The data derived from Nigeria's most recent nationally representative surveys shows that 41.3% of the urban population lives below the poverty line. The figure for the rural Nigeria is almost double. Oyo State Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project has awarded contracts worth 3.5 billion naira for the first phase of physical improvement and remodeling of 3 markets across the state. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Olasukami Olaleye, disclosed this in a statement released by the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Dotun Oyelade, in Ibadan, the state capital. The 3 markets selected for the first phase of physical improvement are Are Alasa Market, Akanra Area, Onara Local Government, Oja Abe Market, Isenyi Local Government, and Oja Oba Market, Ibarapa Central Local Government. He reaffirmed the government's dedication to transforming rural markets into modern, functional hubs that will drive agriculture, productivity, and improve access to markets and across the state. Ondo State has emerged as Nigeria's most fiscally disciplined subnational government, having reduced its domestic debt by 82.6% within a year, making it the highest debt reduction among all 36 states. In a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Leke Adebite, the achievement is attributed to the strategic economic reforms and financial prudence of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's administration since its inception. According to him, the record shows that the state under Aiyedatiwa reduced its domestic debt from 71.5 billion naira in 2023 to 16.4 billion naira in 2024, a difference of 55.1 billion naira and a percentage of 82.6. Ebonyi State occupies the second position with 76.21%. On the foreign scene, flights are suspended at Israel's Ben Gurion Airport after a missile launched from Yemen hit near its vicinity, causing damage. Strip's government media office says at least 57 Palestinians have been starved to death under Israel's total blockade as trucks carrying food, water, and medicine are piling up at the borders of Gaza. Israeli attack across Gaza since dawn on Saturday have killed 45 Palestinians, including 3 babies. International condemnation of Israel's blockade grows as UN officials and rights advocates demand independent humanitarian access to the coastal territory. Moving on, Australia's opposition party have been left reeling after a bruising defeat in the federal election, with a result that is shaping up to be the worst ever. Peter Dutton, the Liberal Party leader, also lost his own seat to Dixon, while he had held for the past 24 years. Labour's landslide victory means the Liberal Party is now scrambling to find a new leader and figure out what went wrong for them this election cycle. The Ukrainian military says Russia's overnight drone on Kyiv damaged several residential buildings and set cars on fire throughout the city. Head of Kyiv's military administration, Timur Kyachenko, said on social media that falling debris from destroyed drones sparked fire at the residential building in Kyiv's Obonosky and Vyatoshchansky district. Kachenko further stated that several cars throughout the city also caught fire from fallen drone debris. And on sports, Nigeria Premier Football League and PFL New Boys and High Flyers Ikorodu City have reached the semi-finals of the 2024 Presidential Federation Cup following a hard-fought 1-0 win over Wiki Tourists in Abuja. The MPFL side secured their berth in the Final Four with 10 men scoring the only goal of the game, courtesy of Shola Adelani's second-half penalty. Nuruddin Aweroro side had Leonard Ngege sent off after the hour mark, but the Lagos side held on and book their spot in the last four, where they will play Nigerian National League side Abaliki FC. It is the first time that Oga Boys will be reaching the Final Four since the formation of the club. Nigerian heavyweight Ife Ajaba and Congolese contender Martin Bakole fought a dramatic majority draw in a much-anticipated bout in Saudi Arabia. After 10 intense rounds and the A and B area in Riyadh, the judges scored the contest 95-95, 94-96 and 95-95, with one judge favoring Ajaba while the other two called it even. The outcome surprised many boxing analysts who had pegged Bakole as the side favorite. The fight, part of the undercard for the Canelo Alvarez clash with the Williams Cole, had high stakes for both fighters. Inter Milan CF returned to winning ways, capturing a 4-1 win over the New York Red Bulls at Chase Stadium, snapping a 3-match losing streak in all competitions. According to the post on Fabrizio and Romano's ex-handle, Argentine legend Lionel Messi's 67th minute strike in the goal route was his 859th goal career. Wenger Fafa Pickles, who did not play in the midweek CONCACAF Champion Cup defeat against Vancouver Whitecaps FC, scored for his second straight game, netting the opening goal of a volley in the 9th minute. As Global TV news cycle comes to an end, here is a recap of our top stories. On Global TV News Cycle, we told you Governor elected under the People's Democratic Party of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, may have agreed to make concessions to foster unity within the party ahead of the 2027 presidential election. In business, we told you that the World Bank says the poverty rate among Nigerians' rural population has reached an alarming 75.5%, highlighting deepening inequalities and widespread economic hardship across the country. And on the foreign scene, flights are suspended at the Israel Ben Gurion Airport after a missile launched from Yemen hit near its vicinity, causing damage. In sports, we told you Nigerian Premier Football League, MPFL New Boys and High Flyers Ikorodu City have reached the semi-finals of the 2025 Presidential Federation Cup following a hard-fought 1-0 win over the Wiki Tourist in Abuja. And that's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen at Global TV NG. You can also download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Priscilla Obasi. Thank you for watching.